What if the man shaping Nigeria's youth was quietly fighting battles no one could see? Between 1994 and 1996, one name commanded respect across Nigeria's youth service system: Brigadier-General Soyemi Ayodele Sofoluwe. A soldier, a strategist, a reformer, but his story is deeper than rank and titles. Born in 1945, Sofoluwe was not just a military man. He was a scholar, trained in science and oceanography at the University of Lagos. Yes, oceanography, not the typical path for a brigadier general, but that mix of intellect and discipline would define everything he did. By the early 1990s, Nigeria was at a crossroad: youth restiveness, national division, economic uncertainty, and at the center of youth development stood one institution, the National Youth Service Corps. When Sofoluwe became Director-General, expectations were high, but so were the tensions. Here is the twist. He was not universally loved. In fact, many saw him as too strict, too uncompromising. He demanded discipline, accountability, structure, and in a system used to shortcuts that created friction, even among senior officials. But behind that firmness was a clear vision. He transformed NYSC community development into something bigger: integrated rural development, not just projects, real impact. Core members were no longer observers, they became problem solvers in real communities. Then came 1995. Nigeria hosted the second global conference of National Youth Service Scheme in Abuja, a bold move. Under Sofoluwe's leadership, Nigeria was no longer just participating, it was leading. The world was watching. Yet, internally, challenges remained. His insistence on order reportedly strained relationship with the supervising minister. Some resisted him, others misunderstood him, but he did not bend, because to him, national service was not convenience, it was a moral duty. Before NYSC, he had already shaped minds at the Nigerian Defense Academy, at the Armed Forces Resettlement Center, and as commandant of the Nigerian Military School in Zaria. Education was his battlefield, and discipline was his weapon. Colleagues described him as calculated, shrewd, sometimes hard, but also deeply principled. A man who believed Nigeria could only work if its people chose integrity over comfort. He retired as a Brigadier General, but his influence did not retire. Thousands of NYSC members from 1994 to 1996 still remember him today, not for being easy, but for being effective. In December 2025, he passed on, marking the end of an era, one of the last of the original soldier administrators who built NYSC from the ground up. So here is the question: in a world chasing comfort, do we still have leaders who choose discipline over popularity? If this story moved you, kindly subscribe to Everything Sociology 24, because history is not just about the past, it is about the kind of future we are willing to build. Are you willing to build that future today?